Hello and welcome to Multifamily Investing with Bob Biggins. I'm Bob Biggins, episode number 39. And today we are going to take a basement and improve it functionally and cosmetically. How we're going to do that is we've got a block wall and concrete floor, pretty good shape. It's had water in the past, but not too bad, as you can see. It's from the 1950s. The proof is in the prep work on the floor, and you can do it like that on the walls. That's how we were getting all of the efflorescence off of the floor and the walls. It wasn't too much, or you could use this tool here, either one. Seems like you can always do more and more, and it just keeps coming up. But the better the job you want, the more prep you want to do, get down to the base surface as close to possible as you can, and then clean up real good. So what we're going to do, as you can see, we got the cut-in process started. We're using UGL Drylok. A hint here that I learned the hard way was sometimes the Drylok, they will want to mix white and put the color in at the Lowe's or Home Depot or other big box store. I've had them not match up very well from 5 gallon to 5 gallon or from job to job. And so you think you have 4 or 5 or 6 5 gallons. And once you start painting walls at a few different properties, they don't match. Then you gotta go back and repaint them if you wanna have the color be consistent. So be sure and always buy it pre-colored, and that will match quite well and save you a lot of headaches. The second step of the process will be to do the floor. And this will seal any moisture. We're gonna 2-coat it, 3-coat in some area, and it should seal in any moisture. Where there wasn't water in here, but I can tell there's probably been some moisture over the years. On the floor, we'll use this Rust-Oleum Epoxy Gray Garage Floor Paint. This is going to be a 1-coat product. This is actually water-based. They used to be oil-based, now they're water-based. And you take a bag and you break it. I'll just show it here. That's how it comes. It's got the chips, the floor etch. So we'll clean the floor with the floor etch. I almost forgot to talk about. And then with this 2-stall kit, comes with this 2-part. You can see the one part is here, one part is here. You'll break a little seal between the two and mix them up, and then pour it into your roller pan, or when you do the floor paint, or pour it into your bucket or wherever you pour it into, or cut the corner and then just keep pouring it out of this. But that will be later. The one trick with that is if you have imperfect surfaces, use a lot of the sprinkles. Just sprinkle all over. And even if you have to buy more, buy extra if you so desire, if you have a really rough surface, because it will cover up small cracks in the concrete floor if you have a really bad concrete floor. This is a nice concrete floor actually, but I've had some before where it's been 100 to 110, 20 years old basement floors, and when doing this, it seals it real well because this is very thick paint. And then once you put these speckles on, it tends to smooth the surface out to your eye and makes it much more appealing by using these here. And of course, worst case, here's the instructions. So we'll go around and just kind of show the basement. First coat of cut-in is going on, cut into the floor, cut into the walls, and Ryan here is in the process of literally cutting in. And so that'll be the first step, prepping and then cutting in preparation for rolling the walls. Always go walls first, of course, before you do the floors. We always take, if it's a cast pipe, these are PVC pipes, but if it's a cast pipe, we always paint that, and chimneys, if we can, the same color gray, because it tends to blend in really nicely when you have a finished product. Are just going around the things that need to be cut in, panels, the top, and so we'll talk to you about next steps in a moment.
It's nice here. Once you have Ryan, he came through and cut all this in for me, and then we can really determine how much paint we're going to need. Plus, I don't have to stop at every wall and go through, cut, and then roll. So when you're doing this UGL paint here is really thick stuff. So you gotta get your roller nice and coated, otherwise you just be dry rolling. And then from there, it's easy work, just roll her out. Some thick stuff. We'll just keep rocking her out, do that process all the way through, get one coat, let her dry, and do another.
So now we've got the floor all prepped. We're doing the hose down, getting ready for the etch, mixing 2 gallons of water with 1 packet of etch. We'll do about 400 square feet, it said. Or no, about 200 square feet, I'm sorry. And so now we're just gonna get the floor all moistened up and get the squeegee out and start getting the water pushed down the drain. It said not to have any pooling when we put the etch down. So we're gonna get it all wet and cleaned up, yet get it to where it's not gonna be pooling. We're now doing the etching. This is about 800 square foot basement. We got one gentleman spraying the etch, the 2 gallon etch. One gentleman scratching it. We have about 800 square feet down here. And this is what you do with your washers and dryers here. Get everything up off the floor. And then stairs, we're actually gonna try it on the stairs to see how that works. We're putting an oil-based primer on the stairs that said that you can do linoleum. Come back around here. Everything's up off the ground. We raised even this big shelf up off the ground. Everything's going down the drain. And then this will be the four corners. Each side will be about 200 square feet, and each one does about 200 square feet. And now finally, and I mean finally, we're putting product down. They say to go 4 by 4, but it seems to be a little easier to go about 2-foot strips because you can reach over and get the sprinkles on better. Another tip, probably buy extra bags of sprinkles because they don't go very fast. You get 1 bag per garage stall. So if it's a 1-car package, you get 1 bag. If it's a 2-car, you get 2 bags. I bought double. I bought 4 more bags to run 4 garage stalls worth, and it'll still be close.
Not just that, just this, yeah.
We're doing the cut in now around pipes and furnace, and then rolling a couple foot section, and then sprinkle. Another tip, you can see the floor has had some type of paint on it in the past. And what we learned the hard way was that we should have put the etch down first, and it would have bubbled the floor right up, but we scraped the floor, then we did the etching. We had to go back and re-scrape again and clean again. So I think the etch would have lifted up would have bubbled up the paint. We could have scraped it off wet a lot easier than trying to do it dry. Plus, then you don't have any dust as well. So tips on how to do this for people who haven't done it. Halfway done yesterday. We got the half of the floor done, and amazingly this was only 1 bag. We bought 2 double kits, but probably this one only going to use 1 double kit for 2.5-car garage. And this is just a note, you can do this because once you blend it in with sprinkles, the knit line, you'll never know the difference because we were going long strips along there and you never can tell where things were blended together. The paint is really, really thin and runny, and If you pour it too fast, you get this one from today and you get this one from yesterday because it comes out of that bag, which the bag is over here, comes out really, really fast. So note to self. Plus, last thing, make sure you have an exit plan, because right now we need to get up those stairs. We need to get inside of this fruit cellar here. Inside of there. And then at the end, we can do linoleum. These are linoleum covered stairs with a stainless steel front kick plate. We're gonna do the paint and sprinkles right up the stairs to close out the project. Hello and welcome to the final segment of the basement wall floor transformation. You can tell we got 2 or 3 coats of UGL on the walls as needed. We did get the Rust-Oleum epoxy done around the whole basement, and everything went as planned, pretty much. Had to do a little more scraping than anticipated, but it turned out really, really well. We waited 48 hours to come on here, just onto the surface, just to be sure it would be fine. The only thing that we weren't sure how it was going to turn out is the stairs. And those stairs were linoleum, and they had a metal plate on the front, and we prepped them, sanded them real good, and then we painted them with oil-based primer and then coated them as usual. Turned out really, really good. We're really, really happy with this project. I hope that this will help somebody, and I appreciate your time. This is Bob Biggins, Multifamily Investing, episode 39, signing out.